Starfire here.
Hey guys, Raven here.
Starfire. I'll just say it again, sorry.
Hey, okay, so we're doing, what season is it?
4.
Season 4 of Once Upon a Time, episode 1.
Yes, it premiered last night.
Yeah, last night. It was an epic, let's see. How did I put it?
I forgot. You said it was cool.
It was cool, but it was also, what was the word?
I don't know.
Like, it wasn't
Epic?
it wasn't as good.
You said
kind
it
of
was
a letdown.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was anticlimactic. They built up this huge thing, and then I just felt like kind of let down.
Yeah, it was really drawn out, which I felt was kind of, a disappointment because it's like, you're really hyping it up and saying and everything about Frozen, and then you just kind of give us this mediocre episode.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sick. So the first, we open with Anna and Elsa's parents on the ship.
Yep.
But we don't find out what they put in the bottle.
Isn't that what Anna's going to the Enchanted Forest for?
No. They wrote on the bottle why they... Well, I guess it's kind of why she went. She went to go find out why they were going there.
Yeah. Because Elsa had read the diary and, was blaming herself for their death and all that.
Yeah, she read the diary and suddenly had PMS.
Yeah.
The snow version. It just kept coming.
Yeah.
So, but no, we don't get to, we don't know what they put, what she put in the bottle.
Yeah, we don't.
I want to know what she put in the bottle. I want to know what she wrote.
I think everybody does. It'll probably be revealed eventually.
One way or another.
Yes.
One way or another. Okay. And so we don't have to worry about Anna marrying Hans at all. It is Kristoff.
Yay!
I'm happy.
Obviously, why wouldn't it be?
Well, because they like to twist crap around.
They do, but in the movie, I think they're kind of going pretty much like the film, but they're going to change a few things.
Yeah.
So, of course they're going to make it be Kristoff.
Mhm.
And I did think it was kind of cool that, like, when she was coming into Storybrooke, it left a trail of ice behind her.
Yeah. Like when...
And see, what you saw in the promo wasn't even there, where she was in her Evil Queen outfit with Emma. That wasn't even in the episode.
Not this episode. But it will happen because she wants to kill Maid Marian.
It will happen. But it wasn't in the first episode.
No. What would you like to see? Would you like to see Regina go back in time and make sure Marian dies, or would you like to see her rewrite the book?
I would like to see her rewrite the book.
Because Charming and Snow might not get their happily ever after. Emma might never be born if they rewrite the book.
Well, hey. She deserves to have a happy ending. Just because she's a villain doesn't mean she doesn't deserve happiness.
She's not a villain anymore, but the book keeps writing her like that.
Yeah. So it's like she's cursed to, like, not have a happy ending because that's the way the book writes it.
Yeah. But I'm not sure, like, does the book seriously still see her as a villain?
She thinks it does.
She's not a villain.
Well, she thinks it does, and she thinks
just
that...
because she didn't get
She thinks that the book is keeping her from having that. And so as long as she thinks that, she's going to do all she can to change it.
Yeah, but, like, if you look at it from, like, our point of view, she's the hero.
Yeah.
Gold became the hero when he got his happily ever after-ish.
But he was with Belle way before she was with Robin.
Yeah, but Belle finally, like, said, yes, I do, and then they got married.
Mm-hmm.
So he got his happily ever after.
Yeah. And as much as I loved that Regina Robin scene, even though it was super heartbreaking,
right? I almost cried.
The thing that irritated me was when he was like, my past is in my past. It's like, well, then wouldn't Marian be in your past too? Because she was your past. And, as far as you knew, until Emma brought her back, she was dead, and you
Yeah.
were moving on with your life.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like he said, his feelings for her are real. So he still has feelings for her.
Yeah.
He just feels, you know, because he made a vow to marry, and he still feels he has to, you know, follow through with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of understand that because he used to be I guess he sees that he used to be a villain in some way,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't really understand. Robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, it's kind of his shtick.
Yeah.
But
What?
it's not my fault that some of the guys here are kind of cute.
Oh. I was
Okay.
like, what are you looking at?
And so I lost my train of thought.
Robin Hood.
Right. He I forgot what I was gonna say though. Okay.
Also, I wanted to say that when the snow monster comes and Marion is trying to fight it, you know, Regina could have totally not saved her and not helped her and, you know, been like, oh, because she doesn't like her and she wants her dead, she could have just not done anything. But she proved that she does care and that she's not a villain, that she actually, like, wants to help people. And, you know.
Yeah. I think she was legitly gonna run away, but then after a split second she realized that if she let Marion die, like, she'd have that on her conscience
Yeah.
when she was consoling Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Yeah, and
Because
she
Robin
would
would
feel
have
guilty
lost-
about it, and
Yeah.
then, you know, they might not actually come together again
Yeah.
on good terms because of what she did.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even if
you
he
know,
never found out, she'd still, like,
she'd still
be
feel guilty.
different
Yeah,
around him. And
so
she
I think
wouldn't
it's
be
better
able
that-
to be there for him when
Yeah.
he's grieving the loss of his wife again.
so I think it's just better that, like, you know, if she goes back in time and fixes it or changes it to how it was before, that she just dies, you know, because that's what's supposed to happen, not because of, like, her not saving her or something.
I like that theory that you said you had a friend that said that
Oh, yeah.
that Marion will just die eventually.
Yeah,
in this
she'll just
series
die through the
season
natural
or
course of
something.
events.
Because she was meant to die.
Yeah, because it was meant to happen, so it'll happen eventually anyway. Even
Yeah.
if, you know,
Even if people try to stop it.
yeah, it'll still happen.
If it's her destiny, because it's a TV show, there's destiny and fate.
Yeah,
But, so if it was her destiny or her fate to die, then
I mean, of course, the way that she died was, you know, when Regina was evil and she just wanted to kill her.
yeah.
But I mean, if that was supposed to happen, then, you know,
yeah. But I do like the fact that she came around to Regina and maybe, possibly not being evil.
yeah.
That was faster than I thought I would be.
Yeah, me too. Because, like, at first when, like, Regina was consulting with the mirror and all that stuff, I was like, oh no, she's going to be evil again.
Yeah.
And I was all worried about that. But then my friend was like, no, I don't think she's going to go evil again. I think that she just, you know, that with Marion dying, it's just going to happen naturally. And, you know, she might try to rewrite the book or try to find the author who wrote the book. But
I want to know who wrote the damn
I
book.
do too.
It's like, who the hell would write something like that?
And what I thought was kind of funny
What
was,
if it
like,
was written by the Grimm brothers? That'd be a cool twist on
well,
the
a lot
Grimm
of the fairy
on
tales
the
are
Grimm.
based off that.
Yeah, but like, that'd be kind of cool. Like, maybe the Grimm brothers, like, went back and they got, like in the movie The 10th Kingdom, how they had traveled there and that's how they got their knowledge of fairy tales. What if that's kind of what happened? They traveled to the
That'd be interesting.
forest,
I mean, hey.
and then they traveled back, wrote the
Yeah.
stories, and then they traveled back to live
Because
forever.
a lot of the fairy tales, like, are not written by specific people. They're, like, passed on through different people telling the stories.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's why there's so many versions of fairy tales and folk tales, because there's not one specific author of them.
Mhm. Maybe there's two books.
Maybe.
There's the one being written in the fairy tale land.
And there's the one being written in the present day.
No, that would be the one that's not being written. It's being written over here, but it's translating over here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Um because it's a mystical tome or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have two of the same, and if you spell it right, then you could have one is the one that you write in, and then the other is where it appears. It appears in both, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have the author still in the fairy tale world, while you have two versions of the book, one in our world in Storybrooke, and then one in their world where it's being written based on the events that have happened now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that happening.
I got that idea from a different TV show.
I'm glad though that she said the mirror was only going to be temporary, you know, 'cause
Mhm.
he was like, no, don't put me back in here, and she's like, it's only temporary.
I like how he didn't ask you to mirror on the wall.
I know.
She's like, Sydney!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
I got a sore throat. That's why I'm drinking a lot.
And yeah, like, I don't know. I like her character a lot better now. And I really felt bad for her in the episode.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, you know, when she goes outside of Granny's and she's like all upset, and Emma comes out there, and then like Snow and Charming are all, hey, what's going on? You know, like they're all oblivious. I'm like, dude, what the, you know?
Right?
They're kind of annoying.
Regina is quickly becoming one of my favorites.
Yeah. I mean, in the early seasons, she wasn't my favorite, but
Mm-mm.
like in season 3, I started to like her a lot more.
Yeah, she was one of the best villains I'd seen in season 1.
Yeah.
Then she became kind of like, nyeh. And now she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think Ruby is my favorite. She
Yeah.
can be back on the season, isn't she?
She might be. I'm not sure. I hope so.
She needs to come back. We need the big bad wolf.
She might. Who knows?
We should have the 3 little pigs. I want to see what they look like in reality.
That would be cool. I also wanted to mention, like, they brought the big snow monster on from Frozen, and
Yeah.
I was watching with a friend of mine, and he's not a big fan of that movie, and so he was like, "Oh, that is so freaking lame."
It was.
And
That was
then
as
I was
lame
like-
as the flying carpet on Wonderland.
and I was like, "It's Godzilla, but the snow version." And then he's all, "It's Godzilla." So I had to mention that.
Godzilla.
Chili.
Yeah, when he gets mad, thorns poke out of his back.
Oh, that was weird. I was like,
Oh.
whoa. When Emma did that thing and then like the horns came out, I'm like, holy crap.
Well, in the movie Frozen, he has ice thorns out of his back.
Yeah, and that happened in the episode
Oh, that
too.
wasn't really ice thorns. That was just snow protruding.
Well, it still was like, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Right. I'm like, okay, crap's about to go down.
Yes.
And then Regina's just like, nah, he's gone.
Yep.
But she wasn't using her light magic when she did that.
No, she was using her dark magic.
Yeah. She only used her light magic once since she's been queen. I don't know if she ever used her light magic before she was queen. Before
When
she
did
met
she
Snow.
use it?
When she was fighting against her sister Selena in the final battle.
Oh, yeah. That's
It
right.
was the only way to kill her. Or to stop her at least, and then take the amulet off.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. Today, I'm good.
Yes.
I might not be tomorrow, but I have light magic and I'll use it today.
I am.
I'm a hero. Oh, you're not your but today.
Today I am. Yep.
I'm like, yes. Ouch. I talk too much.
But yeah, I mean,
It's only when you're sick that you realize if you talk too much.
I know that your throat's bothering you and all that.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, I did overall, I thought it was a pretty decent episode.
Mhm.
But it did drag a lot, and I kind of got long in parts, and I wanted that to kind
You
of
kind of got long in parts.
No, that kind of got long, the
Okay.
episode. Sorry. I thought that's what I said.
I heard you kind of get long. I kind of get long. in
Anyway,
parts.
whatever. The episode got long in parts.
It did.
And
I thought they should have at least saw Elsa
yeah, I mean,
in this episode.
it didn't have to be completely focused on that.
Yeah,
I-
it's supposed to be.
I mean, we only got
Elsa's
one.
episode.
We really only got one Regina Robin scene,
Yeah.
And I mean, we did get it at the beginning too, but it was like with all of them in the scene. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, and when Rumple visited Neil's grave, that was really sad too.
Yeah.
Because like I was a big Neil fan, so
Yes.
I was like, no, I don't want to see his grave. I don't want to see his name on the grave.
Right?
This isn't
Like,
fair.
no. Neil shall return.
He better.
He needs to. And then he needs to kick Hook's butt.
Yes, and be like, Emma is mine, and I am Henry's father.
Right?
I also really loved, and I got really sentimental when they played the Beauty and the Beast thing when
the
Rumple
dancing
and Belle were
scene.
dancing. I was like, they're playing this song.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Okay. Big question. Whose house was that?
I have no idea.
I kind of think it was Selena's.
It could have been.
Because that little...
Because remember,
thing-
didn't she have that cabin that was kind of out like in the middle of nowhere or whatever?
Like, where her father raised her, or her adoptive father?
Yeah, or something like
Oh,
that.
that wasn't very nice looking. It was a shack.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, we never saw where she lived when she became the Witch of the West, or
No, we didn't.
whatever. It could have been a nice house. Because that one little gold thing turned into a conical hat,
Mm-hmm.
and she was wearing the conical hat.
Yeah. And I
Um,
heard Rumple mention August, so
He needs to come back.
it could have been a place that August like lived in temporarily or for a short time or something too.
Yeah, but that house came from the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah.
So August hasn't been back. August left Storybrooke before
He
the
needs to
second
come
cruise
back.
came. He needs to come back. If Emma's going to end up with anyone besides Neil, it has to be
And
August.
you know what? I went on the Once Upon a Time board and I found the thread for them.
What are they called?
They're not called anything specific, but it just said Emma and August.
Wood Swan. Swanwood.
But yes, Swanwood is awesome.
Yes.
But I did post on it. I was like, could you add me to the list?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I never really thought about that, but I mean, whenever they had scenes together, I always really liked their scenes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I understand he's a little bit older than she is.
who cares?
But, I mean, it's a fairy tale. Right? A happy ending's a happy ending. So, what else were we going to
I'm glad we didn't see much Snow and Charming in the episode, actually.
Right?
Because they're kind of like just there now. They're not really like
Mm-hmm.
fighting or doing anything
That's
special.
because they got the baby.
Yeah. And I mean, I like Snow and Charming. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do. They're cute. But, I don't
think
know.
Charming should have died in that Peter Pan season.
Yeah.
He should have died. No, I'm just not a Charming fan. He's too goody-goody. Snow is awesome because she's a female warrior and we need more of those.
Yeah. They need to bring Mulan back, too.
Yes. I mean, the Merry Men are here. Why is Mulan not here?
I'm sure they will eventually. I don't think that...
Because Mulan joined the Merry Men.
Yeah, I think that she's going to be shown again. Hopefully.
Okay, that's just totally white.
I mean, Aurora, of course, is, like, pregnant.
Yeah.
But the last time we saw her, she said that to Milan, that her and Philip were expecting.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think they're gonna bring Mulan back until they can find someone to really pair her up with.
well, a lot of people were like, Aurora, Mulan.
Yeah, that was kind of hinted at that Mulan
was.
was really into Aurora. She wanted to date Aurora.
Yeah.
But, that obviously did not happen.
No.
Um,
I mean, I don't really care if they go there, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to support it.
I like how when we first met Mulan, she was in love with Philip.
Not that I'm against, it's just like, I usually just don't ship those types of couples.
Yeah. I'm not against
Well, I just don't want
against
people to
it,
get the
but-
wrong idea.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think that I'm like homophobic or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. But
That's what you want. That's what you want, I guess. I don't. It's up to the individual. So don't start a hate feed.
Yes, please don't. We're just giving our opinions.
Yes. This is a free world, free country over here at least. Internet is a free world.
It should be.
Well, YouTube is.
I know. Anyway, moving on
Okay,
from our little
but
off-topicness.
yeah, they need to find a chick for Mulan already. Bring her back. She's totally kicked butt. I want her.
She is. I mean, you know, like you said, we do need to see more warrior type women and characters on the shows. And
Once Upon a Time is doing very good with that.
yeah, and I mean, I know a lot of times, like, people are like, well, they always make these really strong female characters, but they make it look like they can't have emotions. They just have to always be tough. And it's like,
I.e. Emma.
you know, and it's like, no, they should have that balance, because they do that with the male characters, so they should do it with the female ones if they're going to be lead characters.
Yeah. I
mean,
it's
it's
of Emma.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay for them to be strong, but they should also, like, be a person, be human, and show their emotions and their vulnerability, and not just constantly have to be tough and, you know, think that's what people expect of them. So, because, I mean, if they can do it with male characters, they can do it with female characters.
Yeah. It's not that much different. I mean, yeah.
And Emma is kind of getting on my nerves right
might
now.
get a little bit more emotional than the men, but so what? That makes us
Yeah.
better fighters.
Yeah. And I mean, it...
Piss us off, you die.
I mean, Emma's just kind of bugging me right now, because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you want to make sure that everybody has happiness, because that's why you were brought back to Storybrooke. Yet you're, like, screwing everything up in the process.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the early scene, you know, when Regina was outside of Granny's and Emma comes out there and is all talking to her, she's like, you know, every time you try to get involved, it always screws up my life somehow.
And it does.
And she's right. It does.
The first time we saw Emma, she
So-
was taking Henry away.
Yeah.
Or
And I mean,
Henry was
I know that Emma is his real mother, but Regina adopted him.
Regina raised him.
Yeah, Regina
Changed his
raised him.
diapers,
Yeah.
dealt with his temper.
He didn't even know Emma until he was like, what, 10?
I
Or
think
11?
he was 10.
Yeah. So technically,
Correct us if we're wrong in the comments.
I think
below.
it was 10. Because he's like, what, 12, like 13 or 14 now?
I don't know. With his voice change,
He's older now, so his
Yeah.
voice is different. But,
he became a man.
but yeah, I mean, Regina,
Immature.
she raised him, even though she's not his real mother. Like, he thinks of her a lot as his mom,
Yeah.
even though he calls Emma mom.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is calling Regina mom again,
Yeah.
which was a big step.
Mm.
It helped her to realize that she does need to be a better person.
Yeah.
Like in the intro episode, they showed the part with the well, and
Oh, in the recap, you mean?
yeah, in the recap, he's like, if you want me in your life, you have to trust me, and stop it.
Yeah.
So she listens.
Mhm.
Takes a while, but she
And then I
listens.
liked how in the third season she was the one that that broke the curse when she kissed Henry.
Mhm.
She was the one that did it.
So Emma is not always the savior.
No, she's not.
Mm-mm.
I truly think that Henry is, because
Yeah.
hello, he's a kid. He has the heart of the truest believer.
Mhm.
And they even said that in the third season when he was in Neverland. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's
you're the
why
one with
Peter
the heart of
wanted
the truest believer, and that's why Peter Pan wanted him.
Yeah.
So-
And it was when he was born that crap went down.
yeah,
and
because he was
everything.
born from light magic and from dark magic, right?
Well, Belle was light. Rumple didn't have the darkness in him until after Belle was born.
Yeah.
So he was a product of true love and light magic.
Yeah.
Like Emma
True love and
was.
light magic. That's right.
Like Emma. So I mean,
Because I mean, you saw what happened when she was having Henry. I mean, lights.
yeah,
went
the
out.
lights
It was,
flickered,
like, crazy.
the time stopped.
Yeah, it was crazy. So
I don't think that was because Emma was giving birth. That was because Henry was born.
yeah,
And
I think it had to do with what
Mhm.
it was.
Henry, I believe Henry is the true savior, because he went out and he got Emma.
He went out and searched for her. He just needed her help.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that he truly is the one that is supposed to save everyone.
Yeah. I think this season it'll end up being him.
I hope so.
It needs to be him.
Because, I mean, as much as Emma, like...
Because he tried to be the savior in, with the Peter Pan thing.
Yeah. And, I mean, Emma's doing an okay job, but she's not doing the best job.
No.
And she thinks that she's the savior, and everybody's telling her that she's the savior.
Yeah.
But I really think that it's Henry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we both think that, so...
Yeah. I thought that before the Peter Pan thing.
She thought that before I even did, and then she mentioned it to me, and I was like, wow, that is actually that really makes sense.
Yeah. So. I thought of that, like, after the second season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just randomly, like, oh my gosh. Like, it just came to me one day. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I had all these facts lined up, and I didn't even know how I remembered what I was talking about, but I did.
You were more invested than I was at that point.
Yeah.
I think I really, really started to get a lot more into it last season. Because, I mean, I liked season 2, but season 3 was when I was, like, really, really, like, interested.
Yeah. I was really into it the first season because of Ruby.
Or especially the last half of season 2 when they brought Neil back and they went to New York and, you know, found him and all that, and he was on, like, the last 5 or 6 episodes. I liked that part of season 2, and then I liked season 3.
Yeah.
So.
Same here. But yeah, Emma's a boring character. And Regina is cool. Snow is kick butt, but I really do hope this season focuses on the characters, like you said.
I do
because
too.
Snow needs... they need to breathe new life into Snow.
They do. I mean, I know she has a baby now, and she's going to be, like,
they
kind
need
of
to make
taking
that
a
Snow
break and
fluffy
stuff,
again.
but she needs to, like, kind of get back into what she is known for.
Yeah. Right now, she's just, like, that Snow that, like, is packed down, and, like, yeah, they need to fluff her up again. She needs to become
I like that
powdery,
metaphor.
She needs to become the powdery Snow.
Yeah.
That everyone can, like, snowboard or whatever on. The snow that everybody likes to enjoy, not the snow that everybody's like, damn it, I can't make a snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman? You set it up.
I know. Okay. So, is there anything else?
I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Yeah. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is, if we missed anything, write it down in the comments below. If you have an idea what that house is, whose house that is, if you think it's Elsa's and Anna's, if you think it's Selena's, if you think it's anyone else's, then put it down there. And the rock troll, I saw one.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to mention that my friend who was watching it with me thought that the texture on the troll was really bad. Like the texturing of it.
In Arendelle or in real life?
The one when she goes and talks to the troll.
Okay, in Arendelle.
Because he's an artist, and so like he's into all the like the graphic stuff.
Yeah, when it was talking, it was bad. When Papa was rolled up into a rock again, it looked fine.
Yeah, but when he was talking.
Yeah. Okay, so if you saw more than one and it wasn't that fountain thing, I think it was a fountain. Was it a fountain? The rock troll in Storybrooke?
I guess so.
Did you not see that?
I didn't even notice.
Okay, I only counted one rock troll. If you counted more than one...
Oh, that thing by the fountain? Yeah, I did see one. I didn't see more than one. I just saw one.
If you guys saw more than one rock troll, put that down below.
They just kind of, like, really showed that quickly and then kind of panned away from it.
Well, that's because Hook and Emma were running by it after
I saw one, though. I didn't see more than that.
If you saw more than one, let us know, because I want to see it.
All right.
And, yeah. So that's it for us.
Yes.
Next Monday, you can catch us again, and we will be doing episode 2. Catch us on Wednesday talking about what we hope to see in Supernatural season 10.
So excited.
And our overall conclusions of season 9. So we just finished.
Yes, I just finished last night. Epic
Ugh.
finale is epic.
Yes. Okay, so that's what you have to look forward to from us this week. I will be doing the Doctor Who videos soon. I need a little break from talking, so maybe later on tonight. So yeah, see you all later and next week if you don't watch anything else. Okay, Raven out.
Starfire out.